guys, this is Stormouse03. Welcome back to my Prey 100% walkthrough, where we are getting all of the achievements and trophies in this game. This is going to be part 4, and we're going to be doing a little bit of story stuff and a slight bit of backtracking to grab some more collectibles in this one. We're going to start off with a quick check to make sure that everybody is at the same place with all of our collectibles that we're getting in the run. So after we come out of the hardware labs back into the lobby, you should have 54 TranStar crew and visitors located, 59 emails read, 14 transcribe messages listened to, 1 Starbender book that you have read. You will also have gotten, now this is not on your stat screen, but we also have 3 of the black market drops. We've listened to 1 message from Morgan. That was near the beginning, and that was a story thing that you couldn't miss. And so that is kind of where we are at this point. We've also consumed 24 food and drink items, and or 24 types of food and drink items. That stat will be slightly different for every playthrough and every person, and that's just depending on which ones you have located at that point. And those are a little bit random, but you should be about at 24 right now. So here we go, back into the thick of it. So we're headed back this way, and we're gonna have another etheric phantom to deal with. Now you can use these explosive canisters to your advantage if you so desire. So we've set up a couple out here, and so I'm going to go ahead and swap. I'm going to swap to my pistol. I don't have very many bullets right now. You could fabricate some bullets in the other room if you wanted to. So we have another etheric phantom in here. You see him right there. We're going to kind of sneak on him. Toss that. Blow that up on him. Come out this way. Blow up our other canister. And that helped. You know, a pretty good bit. Okay. So, that is that guy taken down. You notice when they get close to you, it just melts your health and shields, so you want to try to avoid having to use your close range weapons if at all possible. But that is a decent way to take out that enemy. And then we're going to head back into the room, and so you should have one of these greater mimics, so it's going to take a few more hits. And be a bit more of a pain in your butt. Should be another one when we come around in here as well. Yep. Sometimes they jump on you like that. It's irritating. If I could move, that'd be nice. Okay. So that's that one taken care of. And we're going to head back into our office. And we're going to listen to the rest of our message. And now this is going to be number 2 of the messages that you need to listen to from Morgan to yourself for that particular achievement. This one is also unskippable, so it's not missable. It's part of the story. So, but just for your records, this is number 2 of 5 of those messages you need to listen to. So we're going to hit resume, and we're going to listen to the rest of this message.
You're not going to like what I have to say next. You have to destroy Talos 1. The research, the Typhon, nothing can survive. Including you. I know how it sounds, but you've seen what those creatures can do. They're a part of you now. If even one cell gets back to Earth, we're lost. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. January can walk you through activating the self-destruct mechanism. Alex will try to stop you. He's allergic to failure. Too proud to go back to Mom and Dad with his tail between his legs. So, it's up to you now. Good luck. Told you wouldn't like it.
Right, so after you're done watching that, January is going to come out of this little operator dispenser right here, and you will get an achievement called Facsimile for meeting her.
Hello, Morgan. I'm January 2035. I'm an operator. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me.
Okay, so there's your achievement for that. And you will also, she will count as number 55 of your crewmates. So there you go, January is number 55. The next thing that you want to do is make a quick save. And we're going to proceed with killing January for an achievement called Suicide by Proxy. So all you got to do is hit her, you know, kill her however you want to. Do whatever you want to do with her, because we're going to be reloading, so. So there's your achievement, Suicide by Proxy. You killed January. And so she's got some stuff on her. If you're interested in those things, it's the stuff that you'll need to carry on with the story. But what we're going to do is quick load here. And we will have our operator friend still alive.
I'm your plan B. My first task was to free you from the simulation. Second task was to make sure you saw your video. Those are done. Interesting. New directives are now available to me. The self-destruct protocol for Talos 1 is activated by 2 arming keys. Your brother has the first. You had the second. Alex destroyed your arming key, but you hid a fabrication plan for a new one in deep storage. That's where you'll need to go next. We can worry about getting Alex's key afterwards. The Typhon are spreading fast, Morgan. You'll be racing against them. And your brother. This key card will grant you access to the main lift and all the labs. The main lift is the fastest way to reach deep storage.
Okay, so you talk to January. She's gonna poop out this general access card.
Next topic. You asked me to provide you with more Neuromods, which I've done. Good luck, Morgan.
And then a Neuromod.
I'll look for more Neuromods while you're gone.
Okay, and so now we can go ahead and do a couple of things here. So I'm going to go ahead and put away some of these items that we're not going to need right at this moment, because we're not going to be using any of them, so that we'll have more room to collect more things. Okay. Hold on. Did I have an extra wrench? Yeah. Okay. And next thing, we're going to make some ammunition. So you should have this 9mm bullets plan. And so we're going to make several batches of these. You should have quite a bit of materials at this point. And so there's no need to be super skimpy, because we're going to be starting to use our pistol a lot more on enemies. Okay. Okay, so next thing you want to do is bust this window or the screen and go through here. So there is a room that you can get into now with your general access key card. It's going to be a mimic there. Just be wary of this mimic because you don't want to hit any of these guys. So actually what I'm going to do is, because I've lost a fair bit of health, go back down to the trauma center and have one of these little medical operators heal me.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Where are you, medical operator? There you are. Hello, buddy.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening.
Let's check on Trevor here. Make sure he's still in there, still mind controlled, still waiting for us to go get those achievements later in the game. Okay, so I wanted to have full health for this next little bit here because there's going to be a couple of phantoms down where we are going to head next. So once you move through here, you will see that there are some phantoms. So
Suit integrity damaged.
okay, so that's one phantom taken care of. There are also a bunch of explosives in this area. So you just want to be careful about them. Because you don't want to blow yourself up. You can use them though to kill these phantoms if you can lure them near them. So in this area, you're going to find a couple of things, and the most important of which is going to be the security office key code. And then there's random etheric shielding. It's a random chipset. That one is etheric shielding, which is awesome. Neuromod. Spare parts. Okay, and we can now open these doors on either side here so that we can get back into this room without too much more issue. Okay, so we're heading back out here. You'll notice we're sort of in the middle of the stairs right now, and we're going to head back over to this side and go down to the security office. So you should now be able to open this door, and on here we have 4 emails. These are emails 60 through 63. We have help, 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 and Morgan use office keypad. And all three of those helps are different emails, so never fear. It's going to be stuff in these filing cabinets. A weapon upgrade kit. And then right here, for your pleasure, is the shotgun, which we will start to use more as we go along. So shotgun is awesome. Right now, though, we're gonna put our wrench back on. And this is going to be Sarah Elazar's computer. It's going to have another 4 emails. So emails 64 through 67. Need security escort. Something's on the station. Elution. And missing keycard. So that is that. There should be a sticky note right here that's going to have the door code for the holding room, which is right next to us. Again, this is a random code, so you're going to need to grab that in order to open this door. 1129. And then there's going to be a phantom in this room. So you see this chair right, or phantom, a mimic in this room. So that chair right there should be a mimic. And we are going to kill that and then grab our next crew member. So, well, nope, not that chair, this other chair. So there's 2 chairs, obviously not that chair. Okay. And then Dimitri Bowser right here is going to be crew member number 56. Sorry about that, guys. I remembered it was one of the chairs in there, but not which one. But that's okay. We killed it. And so I'm now going to go grab a couple more crewmates. So here is what we're going to do. So we know that Harley Granger is one of these people. And so I'm going to highlight her name when I find it. It would make sense that she's in the lobby, or he's in the lobby. Yep, there we go. So
good morning, Talos. Our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or anxiety to schedule an appointment in the trauma center.
So you'll see that it says that this body is inside this room. And so what you need to do is kind of move next to this room, move, crouch, run, slide. And it should find 4 bodies in total in this room. And sometimes it takes a minute to actually get it to click in. There we go. So locate room member Harley Granger. And so you want to keep running and sliding and moving beside that door until you have found 60, a total of 60 crew members. So if you need to locate those people, I think clicking on the Harley Granger name is helpful to be able to find all those, but you just want to move and slide and move around this room until your number, if you have been following along and have gotten all of the crewmates up to that point, until your number in this statistics screen reads 60. So that is that. And I'll put the crew members' names in the description there, because if you need to go back and find them and highlight them in that crew log, they should all say that they're nominal. So you notice that Harley Granger said that he was alive or nominal. And so all 4 of them should say that next to their names, but they're, I guess, in that room and you can't get in there. Those are people that show up in a side quest later on if you have murdered everybody. And so I don't know why they're in that closet at this point, but that's where they are. And so, actually, I have their names right here, so I can tell you what they are. Harley Granger, Steve Folson, Richard Coveney, and Maxine Ford. And so those are the 4 people who are in that room. And so you should be able to find them all by running and sliding around there like I showed you. So that is that. And now we are going to go move forward here. So there's going to be an etheric phantom. Another one. Around here. There he is. Please die. Okay. So etheric phantom right there. And then we're going, well, the story wants you to go here and notice that the main lift is broken. And then we're going to go through Psychotronics.
Wait, something's wrong. I'm talking to the lift control system. The system is telling me it's fine. It's just the diagnostic code is changing every time I make a request, and something is preventing the car from descending. It's stuck at the top, in the arboretum. I'll see if I can find another way up.
Okay.
Got it. There's a route through the Psychotronics lab. Morgan, that lab is where the Typhon broke containment. Be careful.
Okay.
Attention.
So now we're going to get this new objective detour, and you can look on Elias Black's computer for one email. It's going to be email number 68 called Yuri. So that's that. And then we're going to start heading through Psychotronics. And then after you start moving through here, you're going to get a call from someone called December telling you to meet them in the Neuromod division. Okay, and so we've already looked at the very beginning in the spot where that supply cache was supposed to be. That was on top of the little shelf in the room kind of after we just broke out of the simulation, and it had the stun gun in it and a note and all that stuff. So we've already looked there. So as soon as we head through to the Neuromod division, it will we will meet December, and so we won't have to go back and do that stuff. So I will see you when we load in here. Okay, so when we load in here, we're going to see that January has murdered December. No.
Worse. Alex, the Typhon, they're all working against you. Trust yourself. Trust the video you made. We need to get the arming keys and destroy Talos 1 before it's too late.
Okay, so December is crew member number 61. And you also get the key code for Alex's safe off of December's body.
Did you find something interesting?
I did find something interesting, January. Thank you very much. Okay, and so now that we have some recycler charges, we can go back to this room here. And gonna make a quick save just in case this toss goes badly. So we're gonna toss that there. There is a mimic in here that we want to destroy. And there is Xiaolong Hing, who is crew member number 62. Now we're going to head upstairs because we will have access to a couple of new areas since the last time we were up here. So we're going to climb back up our glue. So there should be a phantom and a mimic or two over here. Mimic fell down and went splat. That was fortuitous. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, second mimic. No. Okay. And so now that we have some more recyclers, we're gonna toss one into that corner. Get sucked into it because we stood too close, dummy, and go through this maintenance access panel. And so in here, you'll be able to get up into this upper ceiling area, which is interesting. And we want to come around here, and you will find in this corner over here Junior Bookman, who is crew member number 63. We can come through this other maintenance access panel Well, you can't come through that other maintenance access panel because it is currently locked. However, you do have the key code to volunteer quarters. And again, that's something that we picked up earlier. And so now we have access to this area. It's dark in here. So there are several other things. And the first of which is going to be we might as well eat that. In this room here. So there's lots of good stuff in this room. The power is off right now, so we can't access that particular computer screen, but we will be coming back for that. And so there's going to be a couple of things in here. So there will be a volunteer's corpse in this cafeteria. There's also some guaranteed food items. So there's these sunburst banana puddings. There's also this shaker lemon pie. And this is the one I was talking about in an earlier video where I was saying that the shaker lemon pie that I got from a pod out on the exterior did not count, and for whatever reason in my practice run, and so I got this shaker lemon pie and ate it, and that one counted, so that was cool. So in case one that you ate before didn't count, that one should. And there's some booze. And stuff. So there is also the body of volunteer V-110655-16, and so that is crew member number 64. There's also a bunch of food items in here, so moonshade lemon, jellied eels, Spiralite cookies, those are some guaranteed items. Some more of these cold mountain green teas and cafe carsks. And then in the kitchen, there's some other random stuff. So udon noodles, Sky King pomegranate there, another shaker lemon pie, and a duck beer. And so now the things in these cabinets and such are random, but just in case you haven't had luck with some of the other random items, here are some more in another area that might be more of what you need. So there were Spiralite cookies, veggie blend, moonshade lemon, and sun-dried tomato jerky is what was in the cabinets here. So nothing new for me, but in case you haven't found some of those things, they might be new for you. Okay, so we're going to head on through these bathrooms. And in the bathroom, I'm going to have a mimic, because of course. Sometimes it really feels like you should be hitting these things, but they're like just out of your range, which is semi-frustrating. Anyway, you should have two corpses here. One will be John Haskins. And there's shotgun shells that I cannot pick up, so I want those. So we are going to drop something in order to pick them up. So John Haskins is crew member number 65. This volunteer V-041255-09 is crew member number 66. And then there will be some pomegranate moonshine in the bathroom right here. So this is another guaranteed location for one of these items. And this is, I believe, the first one that I have found in this playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and drink that. Some more udon noodles as well. Oh. And another little mimic. Okay, so you want to go through this door here, this little hatch. But first, you want to make yourself a little path. Because this floor here is going to be electrified. And so you just want to make sure that you can get out of this hatch without frying yourself on the ground. So we're going to turn the power on. And we're going to head across our little ramp that we made. And in here, there's going to be another mimic. There will be some random stuff in these lockers as well. So let's see, let's eat that. Take these bullets. Put that away. Take those cells. Because ammo is pretty priority over pretty much anything else. We don't really need more of those flexi-foam bolts though. Some more Chemistat vodka if you needed that. Okay, and so once you come back through here, there's going to be another one of our enemies that count as crew members. And so at this point, you should have 66 crew and visitors located. And this is going to be number 67. It's a poltergeist. And so these poltergeists are kind of not nice right now because we don't have our psychoscope. So our psychoscope would allow you to see the poltergeist. But for now, we just kind of have to estimate where it is based on things that are moving around. And then when you see the yellow glow. So I think it came somewhere over here. But apparently it's up those stairs. And sometimes they just hide for long periods of time. Okay, so you find it, you hit it a bunch of times, and then you should have 67 crew and visitors located. after you have killed it. So there's that. Next, the power is back on. And so we can read the email on John Haskins' computer. Cannot talk right now. This also gives you the key code to volunteer quarters, which we already have, but yay for that. This is email number 69. There is a maintenance hatch right behind his computer there. And there's also this stun gun fabrication plan on his desk. So, we want to head through this hatch, and we're going to make ourselves a little ramp to get up here. So, with our glue gun, so make that. We're going to go over here. We're going to jump to our glue, and we're going to jump up here. Okay. Sorry, that wrench just threw me off a little bit. So there's going to be some mimics in here. We're going to try to lure them in here because I don't really want to go into that room if I can help it. Not just yet, because there's... You jerk. There are some operators out there, and I just don't want to be messing with them and these mimics at the same time. So if you can kill these guys from the window, then that's awesome. If not, jump on in there. So that mimics being a poopy head. Poopy head face. Should be another mimic in here somewhere, but we're gonna collect a couple of crew members. Oh, there you are. Okay, mimic's dead. So crew members, we have Divya Naz, who is right here. She is number 68 of our crew. And we have Rich Ivers, who is crew member number 69. It's also another random chipset. That one makes it so that you don't get the drunken effects from alcohol. So there are a couple of turrets in here. That you can use. I'm going to make a quick save here because this next part can be kind of difficult. Just want to be able to jump back through this window at any point. So there's a couple of operators out here. So there was just the one. Sometimes there's more than one floating around here. There's also a lovely technopath downstairs, which is just my favorite thing. So I'm going to attempt to use this turret to my advantage. You can go down here and kind of get into this room. In this room, some more recycler charges. There's a bunch of good stuff in this area right here. So there's our next operator. Okay. So like I said, there's several good things in this room. There's lots of stuff that you can recycle if you have the ability to do that. A note about the lifts there being wonky. Or the doors to this being shut, and you have to get into the other guy's office in order to fix them. So we're going to quick save again. And we're going to look for this guy. Okay. So we're going to put on our shotgun and we're going to try to kill this thing as quickly as possible and sort of try to be up its butt. Because this will put you in the safest position to not get hit by too many of those little electrostatic bursts that it releases. Now, where did it go? Oh, it moved. So if it moves up, just shoot it with your pistol. But yeah, you see how that almost killed me just then? Those electrostatic bursts are no freaking joke. And it annoys me to no end that they are quite as powerful as they are. So we're gonna try to take care of this operator without it killing us. Okay. Alright, so there's a bunch of tubes and things and stuff around in this area. And there is also our next crew member. So Frederick Steele is crew member number 70. And he has the key card to Holden Graves' office, which is nice. There's also a fabricator here, so if you need more ammunition, you can do that, replenish it after that fight. You can also, if you had hacking, you could hack this to grab an operator to help you out. But we don't have any of those things. We'll have them later. But this is a place that you can come back to and hack that. We'll be hacking lots of stuff once we are trying to get those achievements though, so do not even worry about it. So in the hall, around here, we have Tina Snow. She is crew member number 71. And then we're going to head back up the lift and go into Holden Graves' office now that we have the key card. And you know what? Now that we have some shotgun ammo, I'd recommend using that on this greater mimic because it's a pain in the butt. Okay. So Holden Graves' office. We have a few emails on his computer. We're going to hit cancel here. And so we have 2 emails, 70 and 71, re-exotic materials and missing neuromods. We also have an unlock doors utility, which will allow us to get into that room that was locked downstairs. And we have crew member number 72, Holden Graves. All right, so I'm gonna eat some of this food so that we can have some more inventory space here. Because we'll want some more of those EMP charges for later. And on the table right here, we have a couple of transcribes. So it says that it's 1. We also have the neuromod fabrication plan, which is excellent. So it says that it's 1, but there will be 2 on this. So we want to make sure that we listen to both of those.
SimLab secure. Well, except for Igwe, but he'll be up all night. Speaking of up, did you see the photos of his daughter Maya?
But that's not his daughter. It's his wife.
Are you kidding me?
No, she died. Well, when Igwe was younger. It's in his records.
Christ, you've seen his records?
Yeah. During the security checks, looking for those red flag psychs that the brass is up in arms about. Apparently, came home, found her dead on the floor. Aneurysm. Spend your life studying the brain. The brain takes its toll. With everything else going on at the time, with the shaming.
Christ.
He already said that. But I don't think he heard you. He's not looking at this station, that's for sure.
Okay, so we hold our back button again to play the next one. So those are transcribes 15 and 16.
The receptor molecules, the exotic neurotransmitters, we didn't synthesize them. And there's no terrestrial source.
Graves, don't do anything drastic. You know me. You know I always have a contingency plan.
We've been shoving it into our skulls. It all comes from them. But you never...
I'm going to send someone to help you.
I need to get this out now. Oh God, but the neuromods, they can still be fabricated.
Graves, do not touch the neuromod licenses. Do you hear me?
Okay, so at this point, we're going to head on with the main story, but this is going to be the end of this particular part of the guide. So we're just going to make sure that our stats are all lining up. So you should have 72 crew members found. You should have 71 emails read. You should have 16 transcribed messages listened to. We've found 1 Starbender book so far. We've also listened to 2 of Morgan's messages to themselves. And we found 3 black market dead drops. So that's kind of where you should be. My stat for my types of food and drink that I've consumed is 26 at this moment. And so that's kind of where we're at. So the types of food and drink, once again, may or may not be quite the same. Like I said, sometimes they increase by 1 kind of randomly. So it's a little bit weird. I've had up to 32 when there really are only 30 food and drink items that are different. So don't ask me why it does that, because I do not know. But you just want to be marking off the food and drink items that are listed in the description below, and make sure that after you have consumed them that you have marked them off accordingly. And once you mark off all 29, I believe the achievement pops at 29, but there are 30 different types. So once you've gotten 29 of those 30, your achievement should pop. So that is where we're at. Hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.